Griffin Colapinto, J.Parkinson, and Leonardo Fioravanti. This is the first heat of the day, Ross. This could and should probably be a final, but this is just a testament to the type of field we have today, the best of the best. Big waves rolling through, and we're going to start it off with your current Vans Triple Crown of Surfing leader, J.Parkinson. Parko, of course, right there showing the power that we've come to expect from Parko. Goes up to the top of that wave with a nice floater, and it's just it's a thing of beauty every time J.Parkinson takes off.
And so that's what's so fun about today. Not only do we have the Vans World Cup of Surfing on the line and the trophy and all the accolades, but you get a lot of guys graduating to the World Tour today. So it's going to be a really fun, action-packed day. And as we see Joel just syrupy, beautiful surfing as he does. Nice little start for him.
Excited because you know you're about to see some of the most stylish surfing on the planet. Here we go, Leonardo Fioravanti. Love that all these surfers are getting an early start here. Look at the waves cranking through. J.Parkinson with the first ride of the day, and that's fitting because he is one of the most winningest surfers we have yet in this draw. 3 Vans World Cup wins. Big day of surfing. Here we go. Yeah. Leonardo Fioravanti.
It's just going to be really fun to watch all day long. This guy right here, he would have looked at the ratings for the last month.
Today could be an absolute nightmare because you're talking about Sunset Beach here. This is one of the toughest places to compete. Here we go, Wade-Carmichael on a frothy wave. Quick snap there, trying to get to that clean open face. He does. Could be a little grower here through this inside section. But that wave was kind of just messy from the get-go. But there we go. Wade makes something happen there out of a wild situation.
He's so good at it. That's his bread and butter. That's what Wade-Carmichael does. There's a few surfers that love it and stick to that turn day and night. And that's like Connor Coffin, Wade-Carmichael. Those guys are just loyal to the carve. And right here, watch, this is just a little check carve for him, but still beautiful to watch. And tricky inside bowl. We're going to see that a lot today. But again, we mentioned it briefly this morning, Chris. That inside bowl, there's been a couple big barrels in there. So we're hoping to see some guys get shot. Yeah, Wade, you almost consider kind of an underdog surfer, but he's the best at making T-shirts. He's got the sickest T-shirts ever. Great fan club.
Here goes Griffin Colapinto, representing San Clemente, California. He's got a big inside section to work with here. He blasts it. Colapinto not afraid to throw hammers at the wall right there. What a solid finish.
It was a great maneuver. It's pretty radical, especially for Sunset Beach on a big day. Just a setup turn. He's waiting for the good section. There it is. It pops up. He eyeballs it and absolutely tags it. The good news for Griff is that wave didn't totally bottom out. Had that wave bottomed out underneath him on that turn, he would have been in the air free falling, but great timing for him.
30 minutes at a place like Sunset Beach with such a massive playing field, as you see Leonardo Fioravanti going on this wave right here. Beautiful open face with a lot of bump and lump coming up the face of these waves. You're going to have to engage the rail and really just hang on, and for the guys on their forehand, digging in with your heels and really utilizing every ounce of power.
And who's comfortable surfing on a 6.6 or 6.9 or maybe even a 7.0 today? Some surfers really love that extra length in front of them under their feet, and other surfers look awkward. Some surfers just really look perfect on a 6.0.
It took him a couple years to pretty much jump onto the championship tour because of surfing like this. This kid is that good.
He's in that phenom zone. He's just that good. Some people even whisper world title thoughts with him. He's got a bucket of talent. He has been recovering from kind of a minor foot injury the last few months, so that's why we've seen Griff kind of slowly make his way back to form. The heat, Chris. That's going to be fun.
Leonardo Fioravanti right now, representing Rome, Italy. Easily carving through a big foaming wall here. It's the nice finish. Good, clean surfing from Leonardo. He's 20 years old, 8th on the QS. He got 5th at the Hawaiian Pro. So he's having a good Vans Triple Crown of surfing so far.
Super clutch performance at Haleiwa. He kind of needed that, Leonardo. He needed 2 big results, and to ask yourself, that's a big shot, coming to Hawaii. There's so many variables with the conditions. So he's going to be extremely proud of his effort. And that wave right there.
Chris, one of my favorite things about the final day, at the final day of the Vans World Cup of Surfing, there's so much on the line and everyone comes out. A big part of it is actually the fan club. And right now we're at Camp Carmichael. We've got his parents.
A wobbly, fluffy, 8-foot just burger that he milked and got a 5.93 could be his ticket to the tour again.
Here we go, Griffin Colapinto on a massive wave. Big, robust sunset wall unfolding in front of him. He's playing the patience game, waiting for this wave to peak up down the line. There you see, potential tube ride. Griffin Colapinto pulls in from behind, gets a little chandelier in front of him, threads through it. Well, I shouldn't say threads. I mean, that was a straight up cavern right there, standing tall in a massive sunset barrel. I was wondering when we were going to see our first tube. Awesome to see it in the first heat. What a wave. I mean, what a freak Griffin Colapinto is. That was insanity.
He could tell, this is really tough for him to gauge. You could see he was even super relieved. You could tell he exhaled after that way when he kicks out. We'll see if he can see that. But right here, he eyeballs it. He says, okay, well, there's a barrel. I'm not sure I want it. And then he has to because he's pretty deep. So it wasn't a very relaxing time in the barrel. It was a little bit stressful. That thing walled up so far in front of him. And that was before the inside bowl, because you can see it by that right there. He still had room to do a maneuver. A lot of times you get barreled on the inside bowl, you get spit out into the channel.
You go back out there and get another one. J.Parkinson got this wave with priority. Could have a beautiful inside section here for Parko to work with. It does not. It went from beauty to beast real quick. Parko jumps off right into the foam there. He's going to be getting word that Griffin Colapinto potentially just dropped the biggest score of this heat. There's J.Carmichael now looking for a 7.61. Nice. Arcing carve. You never see J.Carmichael stressing or spazzing down the line. Everything is so put together, so smooth, such a fun surfer to watch. 5 to 50 miles an hour in the span of about 4 feet, almost like he was shot out of a cannon. Parko now, he's a 6.59. Finds a little cover up, and that wave closes out around him. So remember, we talked about earlier in this heat that J.Parkinson could clinch. And that will be the last time we see J.Parkinson in a Vans World Cup of Surfing jersey, which is a bummer because the more Parko, the better. Maybe we can fill out a petition or something. We'll get him to come back and compete in a few events.
Any chance to see Parko on a board that's over 6'6" is just amazing. Good lesson for all the groms.